How's it, everyone? Welcome to Tennis Inside Out with your host and commentator today, Mike Meyer. Going to be looking at the match between Frances Tiafoe from America against home favorite Alex de Minaur from Australia. How's it, everyone? Welcome to Tennis Inside Out with your host. So, looking at the head-to-head matches between both players, de Minaur has got 75% win record against Tiafoe. The last time he got the better of Tiafoe, if I remember correctly, was in Canada. Yeah, so the Canadian Masters 1000. So another hard court. They've only ever played on hard court against one another, which is quite interesting. So last year in Canada, Alex de Minaur got the better of Frances Tiafoe in 3 sets though. 6-2, 4-6, 6-4. Before that, they played back in 2022, which is the only time that Frances Tiafoe won in Paris, another indoor court tournament. The American's going to want to utilize his weapon, and that is his forehand. It's been said and noted during this tournament that he slimmed down a little bit, so he's lost a bit of weight. I think in preparation for such matches like this, de Minaur can obviously last the 5 sets, but losing those extra 10 to 15 pounds, as I heard, is really going to help Frances to run quicker. He's going to be fit. He's going to be able to last those longer matches. When you're carrying extra weight, you need extra energy to do so. So we'll see how that fares today. Obviously, looking at the Australian strengths, being his speed, his agility around the court, endurance, stamina is also very good. His serve has also improved compared to last year. The speed on his first serve especially has increased. I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup. It's not going to be a walk in the park for any of these players, as they're both warming up their serves now. My prediction is for the home favorite. The crowd's really going to be behind Alex de Minaur today. Can't decide yet whether it's going to be 4 or 5 sets. I'm going to go for 5 sets for de Minaur. Tiafoe especially loves these big moments. He handles those pressure moments pretty well himself. What are your thoughts? Write in the chat. Who would you like to see win here in the third round? Nice sunny day, 26 degrees, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. As Alex de Minaur will start the match, we'll serve first. It's going to be a good game. First serve was long. Second serve. Kick into the backhand. Returned inside in. Tiafoe moves to the middle to watch the ball go past him. First point. First serve hard into the forehand. Tiafoe has pulled Minaur out of the court on the backhand side. He's in control, seems to be dictating the play. It's a really good rally. They're on the backhand side, rallying with one another. Oh, Tiafoe changed directions at the net. Forehand volley straight back to Minaur. Oh, and he hit it straight back to Tiafoe, who volleyed it out. Wow, second point of the match, and already 19 shots in that rally. I wonder if Tiafoe has it in him to go the distance and stay in those long rallies. As I mentioned before, he has slimmed down. Kicks over into the forehands, returned hard. Back to Minaur, who hits it in the net. So, 15-30. First serve out wide is out. Kick serve onto the forehand is returned out. 30-all. First serve is in. Slice approach. Oh, and Minaur backed out. Point for Minaur. He was very close to the service line, sliced the cross court. Looked like he was going to go forward and chose to stay back. Tiafoe then sliced his backhand cross court in the net. So besides that one nice rally from both players, the second point, it's looking a little bit shaky, a few unforced errors. Oh, Minaur holds. In the John Cain Arena, Zverev is playing Cameron Norrie. They've just taken the photos with the ball boy at the net. Everyone knows how good the forehand is from Francis Tiafoe. I wonder if Minaur is going to want to put power and pressure on that side to break his confidence. I do see he's opting to go to the backhand. So they're in a backhand cross duel. Inside in forehand from the Australian. As he goes big down the line with a forehand winner. Yeah, we're going to see this level of tennis increase as the rounds go on, and this round is definitely not an exception. Good first serve down the middle. Tiafoe's approach to the net. He's at the net for the forehand volley winner. Easy peasy. Usual suspect. Nice to see you again, Roberto. Still cold in Nuremberg in Germany. Temperatures are dropping on this side as well. They're in a forehand cross duel right now. Oh, de Minaur changed direction, goes down the line. Open court for a forehand volley winner. It's an ace out wide for the American. First serve out wide is in. Tiafoe approaches with a forehand down the line. He's about to hit a smash. He opts for it to bounce. And 40-30. Oh, great first serve. Right into the chest of the Australian. So 1-1. Obviously, he didn't connect with the Australian, but de Minaur definitely looked very uncomfortable as he had to literally stick that racket right in front of him. First serve crams Francis in the body. 15-love. Oh, great ace out wide. Only 182 kilometers per hour, but it seemed like Tiafoe was expecting the ball to go down the middle of the court. So, yeah, half a step, split step to your right. Not going to come back and connect with that ball. Good. First serve out wide. So now he's getting more first serves in. Look how easy it is. 40-love. Hi, Sanjay. My thoughts are that Alex de Minaur is going to win in 4 or 5 sets. He comfortably hits an inside-out forehand winner right now to make it 2-1. He's got the crowd behind him. It's looking rather full. First game of the evening session. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Australian. Oh, that's an interesting point, Roberto. Yeah, I'll consider that. That's why I also have a community in my YouTube channel. You can simply type there, what are your wishes? Who would you like me to cover more often? Please keep in mind right now that I'm doing this from the Netherlands. So the first game on each day starts at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm busy getting my beauty sleep at that time. So I tend to get the evening sessions in. And if you have an idea and you see, there's my favorite tennis player playing at 9 o'clock in the morning, Central European time, then I can consider that. If we've got enough people that want to watch it, let me know. As Tiafoe misses the inside in forehand. Good point. Thanks, Roberto. Still -7. Yeah, you got to put those ice skates on. Okay, Sanjay, so you're thinking the same. Good first serve out wide. No chance for Minaur to get that back. He did get strings on the ball, but 204 kilometers per hour. Great placement in the corner. Oh, another great shot. Wrong foot, Minaur, and can only chip his forehand in the net. 30-15. Hi, Adam. I think Alex is gonna take it. Four, maybe 5 sets. As they're in quite a long rally now. Tiafoe goes hard down the line, runs around his backhand, inside out. They're on the backhand side again for the umpteenth time in this rally. This is a long rally. Tiafoe hits his forehand in the net. 30-all. So the second longest rally of the match, 16 shots. I think both players are trying to find the rhythm right now. Not overexerting themselves. Good. Slice out wide is returned in the net, so 40-30. Yeah, please write in the chat if you're listening. Tell me where you're listening, where you're watching this from. I'm guessing Sanjay from India. Adam, looking at your surname, are you from Greece? It's an approach shot. Francis at the net. Doesn't make it good with the volley. Oh, wow. What a point. Let me try and gather my thoughts. Tiafoe won the game, won the point as well. But as I was saying, after the approach, it wasn't a great volley. But he had a second opportunity and he tried to play a drop shot with the backhand. Minaur sliding onto the backhand side near the net. Plays the ball with great angle over the middle of the net. And Tiafoe kind of guessed he was going to do that. Just pushed the ball down the line. Minaur was so quick, but couldn't control the forehand. All right, so I guessed your origins. That's nice. America. What part of America are you living in? Minaur backhand slice is out, cross court. Hi, Chris. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully the match is being played after my beauty sleep. I will consider that. Thank you. Unforced error from Minaur. Love 30. Anyone else watching do you guys have any wishes? California. Okay, man. Very nice. What's the weather there? What's it like over there? Same as Melbourne, 26, 27 degrees? I've always been told that I would really enjoy it if I went there. San Francisco, especially. Kick serve out wide is return cross court. Slice from Minaur. Inside in forehand in the net. Tiafoe has done this a few times already. So he just squandered a little bit of a lead. He was 30 love up. I think because of these night sessions as well, I'm seeing a lot of these matches from Alex de Minaur, and he fights back, man. This guy is just like a pit bull and never gives up. Second serve. Kick into the backhand. Is it a let? Yep. So, retake, second serve. Kick into the backhand. Return on the feet of Minaur. Good defense as he plays it straight to the backhand of Francis Tiafoe. Change direction. Tiafoe is on the run and hits his forehand wildly out. So, 40-30. Nice comeback. Lost the first 2 points and he's won 3 in a row. First serve onto the forehand is returned really well. Minaur could only hit his forehand in the net. Yeah, correct, Chris. 7-6, 7-6 for Sabalenka. Not so comfortable for the number 1 seed. Kick onto the backhand, moves. Tiafoe is now, they're both on the backhand side rather. See, Minaur is trying to change up the pace. They're in a double hand backhand duel cross court. Minaur changes direction, goes back to the backhand. Some hard hitting here. Oh, wow. Great shot. Minaur wins the point. Some hard hitting ground strokes. So they're upping the pace now. 19 shot rally, equaling that second point that was played in this match. Yeah, it seems like Minaur is getting the better of Tiafoe. If they're staying back on the baseline, I fear that Alex is going to have that upper hand. That one long rally that Tiafoe did win, though, he changed it up, played a drop shot. I want to see more of that happening in this match. Tiafoe goes high, topspin on the backhand side, slice cross court. Slice cross court again. They're in a Wimbledon slice. Oh, Tiafoe tried the drop shot, but he hit in the net. 3-2 for the Aussie. I don't even know if it's possible to tire Alex de Minaur out. So, second attempt to bring the Australian forward didn't quite work out. Let's have a look at some other matches. Alexander Bublik will be playing Echeverri. So Nori's taken a 2-love lead. Cameron Norrie against Alexander Zverev. 2 seeds playing against one another there. And Cerundolo is doing pretty well against Rublev. 6-3, 7-6. It's 1-2 in the third set, but having a 2-set lead, it's looking pretty good for the Argentinian. Oh, shame. So it was actually quite an easy return. De Minaur headed out. It was a short second serve on the forehand of De Minaur. Probably didn't expect it. First serve let. Oh, great ace out wide. Second serve. So far, 80% of his first serves are going in. Oh, great approach return winner from De Minaur. Again, a little bit short on that second serve. So when Tiafoe is getting his first serve in, he's very threatening, but it seems like his second serve, don't know why he's targeting the forehand of De Minaur. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to find more depth on that second serve. He's hitting too short right now. Good first serve down the middle. Tiafoe is in charge. I think he just let De Minaur back into the point. They're in a backhand cross-court duel. Slice cross-court from the Aussie. Again. Inside out. Forehand from Tiafoe. They're stuck on that side. And unforced error by De Minaur. Oh, 1 millimeter out, I'm guessing. First serve down the middle is out. Second serve again on the forehand. He found better depth, so it's keeping De Minaur back. Oh, De Minaur went hard on the forehand, but Tiafoe hit his forehand cross-court out. Still has another game point. Good first serve. Down the middles, returned well. It's pushed Tiafoe back. Tiafoe's trying to break that backhand, I think. Oh, great double hand backhand winner down the line. It's 3-3. So still going on serve. Tiafoe's landing about more than 80% of his first serves right now. It's making him cruise through his games a little bit easier. De Minaur is down in 50% right now. The ball girl's on the court right now with a towel. I think cleaning up the sweat, maybe. I don't know why it would be wet. There's, I think, 0 or 1% chance of precipitation. First serve is in. Good return cross court. De Minaur's under pressure. Tiafoe rushed the approach shot in the net. It's an ace out wide. 191 kilometers per hour. Very interesting. When De Minaur does get his first serve in, he's winning over 80% of his points, whereas Tiafoe is only 75%. Oh, double fault by the Aussie. Good return cross court. The serve was on the backhand and an error by De Minaur. He was under pressure. After the serve, he had to take a couple of steps to his backhand corner. Oh, great first serve, cramming Tiafoe in the body. De Minaur goes hard down the line. The ball is hoisted up high into the air. The Australian is sent back behind the baseline. Inside out forehand is played. They're on the backhand side now. Tiafoe stretched De Minaur, who's forced into an error. So, break point. First one of the match. Good first serve on the forehands, returned a little short. Tiafoe hit it long. He knew. Yeah, he saw his opportunity, Tiafoe. It's a good sign for him. I think for Alex, he always needs time to... Matches I've been watching, I saw him in the United Cup as well. Did some live streams there. And I just feel that he always needs a bit of time to grow into the match as he hits another double fault. So second breakpoint opportunity. That first serve out wide's been pretty good for Minaur. Maybe just slow it down, add some spin, change it up a bit. Goes hard into the body on the forehand side, makes it difficult for himself, but forces Tiafoe into an error. So back to deuce. Good first serve in, backhand return in the net. Second serve. Tiafoe's in the 3/4 court. He pushes back now. Backhand slice down the line. And forced into an error. It's 4-3 for the Australian. So another comeback. Still early days. Half an hour's gone by now. And I wonder how sustainable that is. Can swing both ways. Minaur keeps fighting back when he's under pressure or about to lose the game. And Tiafoe might think to himself, luck's not on my side. I'm never going to be able to win this or break him today. On the other hand, Tiafoe might be thinking, yeah, man, I've got this. I just need one break and do that every single set, and he can win this straight sets. Because right now, I think Francis' first serve, his service games are exceptionally good right now. Besides that kick serve, mustn't hit short on the forehand side. Talking about the Tiafoe right now. As the chair umpire called time. Tiafoe hits his first serve out wide. Minaur wants to stand back on the serve and is returned out. Oh no, returned out. I thought it was a double fault for a second. Good first serve in, is chipped short. Tiafoe goes inside in on the forehand. Minaur is defending the whole time, running left and right. Leaning back, Tiafoe hits his forehand out. He was in control, and maybe he was in two minds what he wanted to do with the forehand. He almost wrong-footed Minaur in the previous shot. Maybe he wanted to go back to the backhand. Always stick to your first decision. That's what I remember. Being a player, don't change your mind. Oh, great. Ace out wide. A little bit slower, well placed. 30-15. First serve hard into the body. Tiafoe comes to the net, but he approaches out. I'd like to see more of that from the American. He's had opportunities where he could come to the net. He really finds good angle on his ground strokes, and it's almost predictable that de Minaur is just going to chip the ball back if it's on his forehand or his backhand. He just wants to survive the point, and in doing so, if you're at the net, stunning backhand passing shot by de Minaur. Sorry, I had to interrupt there. That was fantastic to see. Yeah, so this time he did go to the net, but I wonder if that was the right time. De Minaur was stretched, but having two hands on the racket, just used the power from Tiafoe and steered it down the line. It's almost engraved in players that when you're under pressure, just get it back. And that chip shot will just go to the middle of the court. And if you're approaching the net, you have the whole court, the other side, to hit the volley winner. As both players are in a forehand cross duel, de Minaur changed direction. They're on the backhand side. Slice by de Minaur. Inside out forehand by Tiafoe, who mishits his forehand. It's the first break. And what a huge advantage de Minaur has now. As the replay shows that passing shot. Absolutely stunning. Five, 3. Kick into the backhand, return short. They're in a forehand cross duel. Oh wow, de Minaur put some extra power into that one. Yeah, Tiafoe is not letting loose. Feel he's only using 80% of his power right now. And we know how well he can hit his forehand. Should be more dominant. Should be dominating that forehand cross duel more often. Still trying to find his rhythm? I don't know. Oh, short kick on the backhand side is returned out. So 30 love. As Tiafoe just shadow practices his forehand. Not looking too phased, but there must be some concern going on. Kick onto the backhand is returned in the middle of the court as de Minaur hits his backhand out. See that so often on the professional circuit. I'd love to see the stats exactly, but the returns so often are returned right back to the server. It allows for the returner to come back to the court, give himself time, doesn't allow the server to find angle. As soon as you go across court or down the line, on the return, the server has an opportunity to decide what they want to do. It creates more angle, and thus the server can control the point more. As both players are in a backhand cross duel, Tiafoe is targeting that backhand as he goes down the line now to the forehand and draws an error. So 30 all. If your opponent can win 2 points in a row, why can't you? Let's see, guys. Maybe what I can do is I'll make an announcement in the community which games I'm going to showcase. I normally set up live streams about good, half an hour, 45 minutes before they go live. Tiafoe, unforced error with a forehand inside in. He's done that a few times already. Gifting the Australian his first set point. And he takes it. First serve in. Return in the net. So just really solid from Minaur. Tiafoe, first time in this match after that second last point, showed his frustration. Sometimes it can work wonders by getting that negative energy out. Just release it out and clear the mind. You have a bit of time now to do that and reflect on what's been working, what hasn't been working. Too often I've seen that inside-in forehand go in the net. He's had some opportunities to win the point or at least put more pressure on Minaur on his forehand side. Hasn't really worked out. Needs to come to the net at the right time. But overall, very solid from the Australian. He had to fight many times actually to come back, and the last game was no exception, being love 30 down and to win 4 points in a row to clinch the first set. Impressive. Let's quickly go over to some other matches that are being played. So Alexander Zverev and Cameron Norrie are at 3-all. Still the first set. Cerundolo, 2 sets to love up, is leading 4-2 against Rublev. Another player that slipped out of the rankings, slowly but surely, the Rublev. Oh, but that's Cerundolo. I think such stunning technique. That forehand is ferocious when he lets loose. All right, back to the Rod Laver arena. First serve ace down the middle. Good start to the second set. First serve out wide is returned deep in the middle again. Hard hitting from Minaur. Oh, Francis turns up the heat, but he's chasing now. There we go. There's a chip volley winner. Almost instinctive from the Australian. At some point in that rally, it was a long rally, it was really hard hitting. I'm not a racehorse commentator, but he took his opportunity, and as soon as he saw Tiafoe was under pressure, especially on the backhand side, Tiafoe just chipped it back in the middle of the court and came racing to the net. Backhand volley winner. Great tactic. Kick into the body is returned in the net. Nice little change up there with the serve. I wonder if that was intentional. Should be. First serve down the middle is out. Looking to swing that ball with slice. Kick into the body again is returned short on the service line. Tiafoe didn't want to put pressure on that shot. There was a net caught and it popped up in the middle of the court. Tiafoe hit the forehand out. Could have put him off. Could have put off the American there a little bit. But the Americans had opportunities to keep the pressure on, especially after the big serve when the return is on the service line. Great ace down the middle. So game point. Lacking a bit of belief, maybe? I wonder. 5 aces for Tiafoe to de Minaur's 2. Let. First serve is out. Really nice amount of swing that Tiafoe gets. Kick into the body. His return cross court again short, and then just tamely sliced the cross court. As Tiafoe forces an unforced error from the Australian. Such a mental game. I'm particularly impressed with him, and I've watched him quite a bit now in recent weeks, and such a mentally strong player. Celebrates at the right time at crucial points where he knows that was a big match temperament point. That was the one I had to win, and then the roar comes out. Love. Tiafoe a little more laid back, a little calmer. I hear he's the comedian in the dressing room. Puts smiles on people's faces, makes them laugh. As he goes down the line with the backhand and paid off, de Minaur hits his forehand in the net. "48 minutes gone by. Second serve for the number 6 seed. And it's a double fault. I think that's the third now, or fourth. Third double fault. Got to get that first serve in now, and it does go in. The return doesn't make it over the net as de Minaur was charging forward. I wonder if Tiafoe's conserving all that energy, thinking, okay, let's make it a 5-setter. Oh, that's incredible stats. Both players have the same average speed on the serve as de Minaur goes down the middle and hits an ace. 190 kilometers per hour, both players on the first serve, and 118 kilometers for the second serve. Kick out wide is returned cross court. De Minaur goes down the line. Tiafoe goes back to the backhand. They're in a forehand cross duel. Oh, great effort, and sliding forehand cross court wasn't easy for Tiafoe to control, so he steered his forehand into the tram lines. 1-1. My feeling is if De Minaur takes the second set, I think that could break Tiafoe mentally. I think the American would want to clinch the second set. That would really spur him on and give him enough motivation to keep going. There's that forehand from the three-quarter court. Great winner. They're in a backhand cross duel now. Oh, Tiafoe thought the ball was out. No, it's not how it works, man. You keep playing. He's not focused. He's looking up at the screen. He wants to see the replay. But with this modern day technology, you gotta just put your head down, forget the point, move on. But his body language just before he hit his backhand out was, oh, that's out. Kick onto the backhand is returned inside out. De Minaur goes to the net again. Smart play. Smashed straight back to Tiafoe. They're on the baseline. Oh, drop shot from Tiafoe. And it's a forehand win across court for De Minaur. If I can just go back, there was one moment in that rally where De Minaur very smartly knew there was only one type of shot that Tiafoe was going to play, and that was a backhand slice. All respect to Tiafoe, he played the slice very low, flat over the net, and it forced the Aussie to lift the backhand volley. But the placement was great in the corner on the forehand side of Tiafoe, and then he scrambled. He ran as fast as he could to that corner, and he lifted it up. It was halfway in that point. Tactically speaking, that was well implemented. Good defense from Tiafoe at that moment. Kick out wide is returned in the middle of the court. Slice from De Minaur, very defensive right now. But they're on a forehand cross duel. De Minaur changes direction. Oh, gosh, I think he clipped the back of the baseline again. Oh, again, it looked so close to the baseline. And forehand in the net from De Minaur. Looked uncomfortable on the last forehand. Yeah, I always think of Rafa Nadal when I see that racket flicking over the head. But he always got great timing. He's always making contact early, and I think some players, they use it as a defense because it's so late. It's almost next to their hip as Tiafoe controls the point. There was a great opportunity to move forward. He decides to stay back. And, De Minaur almost hits a double hand backhand winner down the line. Yeah, maybe he's afraid to move forward. I don't know. But it was a good serve out wide. Return was safe. Tiafoe unleashed the forehand inside out. Or rather, he was in the middle of the court. He had a good opportunity to run forward. The next ball was just chipped back into the court. Tiafoe approaches the net. Volley drop shot is too high. De Minaur was there like a bear. Yeah, too much height on that drop shot volley. Oh, it's good backspinner, was moving towards the net after the bounce. Incredible speed. Still think it's incredible how these guys are sliding on hard court. I know a few professionals, they file down the soles of their shoes, so it's a lot smoother. As Minaur has advantage and break point. First serve out wide. In the net. Slow kick on the backhand is returned aggressively in the middle. Minaur is in charge here. Changes the speed and the spin. Goes down the line now with a backhand slice. A wild shot is played out, so deuce. The game duration has just passed 6 minutes. Feels like the first time that the American had to work hard on his service game. As he hits his inside out forehand in the net, there was more than enough height there to attack. So, another break point. Second serve. Oh, what a change-up. Minaur is on the baseline. Kick in the body is returned short cross-court. Again, tame from Tiafoe. He's holding back. Should be more aggressive on that ball. As he's controlling the point now, in the three-quarter court, inside out forehand is hoisted high into the air. Tiafoe smashed cross-court. Oh, it's dug up by Minaur. Oh my gosh, this guy's just sprinting all over the court. And we're back into a backhand cross duel. Unbelievable how Minaur can neutralize all that pressure. Again, sliding on the forehand. He's wrong-footed, but it's out. 2-1, he got the break. I'm afraid it's looking a bit one-sided now. The longest rally of the match, 22 shots, and how Minaur just can neutralize all that pressure. Oh, wow. Phenomenal. It is looking one-sided right now. Tiafoe, yeah, he's not controlling, or he doesn't have a chance, I feel now, to win those long rallies. His best bet is to stay aggressive, keep the points short. Yeah, maybe shot selection is not the best today. But Minaur has an answer for everything that Tiafoe is throwing at him. Got to change that strategy now. find more consistency, get more returns in. But he needs to take his opportunities. It does demand a lot of endurance and stamina if you want to be running to the net. Fantastic ace through the center, Mrs. Fenter. Kick serve in the body is returned out. 30 love. Good first serve out wide is returned really well on the baseline on the feet of Minaur on the backhand side. Oh no! Oh, sorry, it's out. I thought it was in. So 40 love for the Australian. Good first serve on the backhand, returned well on the backhand side. Tiafoe is finding more precision, but he's defending, chipping the ball short. Minaur backhand volley, drop shot winner. 3-1. Too good right now. I think Tiafoe is going to need more body serves. As he goes down the middle, he comes to the net and wins the point as Minaur, with one hand backhand, tried to steer it back into the court, into the middle of the court, where Tiafoe was standing, but hit the net. 15 love. First serve is in, return short, and slice cross court by Tiafoe. As he goes down the line, hits his double hand backhand out. He's got his hands on his hips. Interesting point, Jason. From my opinion, this happens quite often in the men's game. But in the women's game, it's very unpredictable at times. Good second serve in the body is returned into the net. And taking your comment one step further, Jason, that's why my prediction is going to be Alcaraz Sinner again in the final. Those two are just on another level. Djokovic will probably make the semifinals. Alexander Zverev probably as well. Although, yeah, maybe not Alex. We'll see. 40-15. Oh, sorry, I got this wrong. 40-15 Tiafoe. All right. Thanks for that update, Jason. It's still early days in that match against Alexander Zverev. As Tiafoe is finding better precision, wins his game, makes it 3-2. Cerundolo wins in straight sets. Here's another player that can play really well on hard courts. Forehand can be devastating. 6-3, 7-6, 6-3 against Andrei Rublev. Just seeing Rublev slipping down the ranking list there. See, Zverev won the first set. 7-5. Cameron Norrie is 1-love up in the second. In women's singles, round 3, Svitolina, the 12th seed, is beating Schneider, the 23rd seed, 7-6. She's 3-1 up. It's not over yet for the American, but I do fear if he loses the second set, he's got a mountain to climb. First service chipped back on the service line. De Minaur goes forward off the approach shot, but the ball's high up in the air, bounces on the baseline. They're on the baseline again. Backhand dual cross. Tiafoe changed it up. They're on the forehand side now. And surprisingly, De Minaur is getting the better of Tiafoe on that forehand. So, yeah. Thought we would see more aggressive play from the American, especially on that forehand, that he would dictate the point more. But to be honest, De Minaur is getting the better of the American. Kick serve, out wide on the backhand is smashed cross court. It was good return. Slice down the line is short, bringing Tiafoe forward as he hits the ball in the net. 30-love. It was an awkward ball. He had to run diagonally from the middle of the court behind the baseline to the inner tram line by the service line. Tiafoe, De Minaur was just trying to defend. What he's so good at, the Australian. Kick serve onto the backhand, returned right on the feet, on the baseline. Tiafoe was looking like he was going to come forward, and then he just stepped behind the baseline there. Now De Minaur comes forward, volley deep on the backhand side, lob by Tiafoe. It's great. How on earth did De Minaur get back? It's a drop shot. The Australian's at the net. Oh, he misses his forehand down the line. Unbelievable. What is this guy eating? Unbelievable determination and speed. Playing almost like a squash forehand as he was facing away from the court. He had to get around the lob from Tiafoe. But that final ball, Tiafoe was the one who gave up, probably hoping, God, and it just lifted over, went past the baseline. Ace out wide, 40-15. Gosh, just thinking about Alcaraz now. What a matchup that would be. De Minaur, Alcaraz. Love to see those two athletes chasing one another's ground strokes, drop shots, lobs. But that's probably for another day, as de Minaur hits another double fault. Quite a few already. Still has a game point. Second serve. Tiafoe should attack this. Yeah, he's inside the baseline. Oh, it's a backhand winner for the Aussie. So 4-2. I just feel Tiafoe is holding back. I don't know if he's trying to conserve his energy. He's thinking long term. Okay, I'm going to grind it out in 5 sets. That doesn't make sense. Trying to figure this out. I've seen more power from the American in the past. Tiafoe retakes his ball toss. Good first serve, hard on the backhand, his return quite far out. Good first serve, return short on the forehand. Again, Tiafoe opted out to move forward. He was standing inside the baseline with that forehand and loses the point, hitting his forehand out. There must be doubt creeping in now into the mind of Tiafoe. Maybe not happy with the execution of those shots where he has the opportunity to approach the net, almost backing out of it after he's hit the ball. Yeah, de Minaur is the type of player that forces you to hit with more angle, as he's just chasing every shot from Tiafoe, hits a double hand backhand in the net. I mean, it's only been an hour and 12 minutes, so de Minaur is happy to chase these type of shots. In the end, the stats are going to show he's got far more sprints than Tiafoe. First serve down the middle of the court is out. Gosh, if he lands those serves, he's going to win the points. There's a lot of swing on the ball. Again, de Minaur is on the stretch, but now Tiafoe comes forward, and it's a high ball, out the air smash winner. Again out as Tiafoe tried to go down the middle of the court. Oh, kick serve is out. First double fault for Tiafoe. Nerves must be kicking in now. Good first serve on the backhand is blocked cross court. de Minaur changes direction. Tiafoe is under pressure, wrong footed on the forehand side. The court's open. Tiafoe hits the top of the net, so the pace of the rally changes. The rhythm as well. Both players playing rather safe, but they are moving each other around. They're not going for the lines. Tiafoe slips and chips his forehand into the net. It's 5-2. My goodness. Minaur is bullying Tiafoe as he looks over the net to make sure that his opponent is doing fine. In his mind, he's controlling this. Oh my goodness. My prediction was in 4 sets. I thought the American would come out fighting. But the way this is looking, Tiafoe is going to need a miracle. He's going to need to change his strategy. Get more confident. Be braver. Excuse me. Get forward. Don't worry, guys. It wasn't a nasty slip. I think he just was off balance. He was being wrong-footed. But wouldn't it just be fantastic to have a new name? Someone like Minaur. Who else? Who else would you like? I think it's going to be either Alcaraz, Sinner. I do predict Sinner's probably going to win this tournament. But it'd be great to have a new name on that trophy. But who can stop those two right now? New balls. As Minaur serves for the second set. And it's a double fault, his 5th of the match. First served on the tee is returned back to the Aussie, who's under pressure. Tiafoe wins the point. There is one way to beat Minaur, and that's to find more angle. So hitting deep in the corners is not good enough. He can get there. You need to spread the Australian even more, and that's what Tiafoe did right now. Good first serve in the bodies, returned well on the feet of the Australian. They're in a backhand cross duel. Slice from Tiafoe. He takes a couple of steps back and hits his double and backhand cross court out in the tram lines. Oh, great ace down the middle of the court. 30-all. Tiafoe's just got a blank expression on his face now. He's working hard on the court. You can see how much he's perspiring on the Rod Laver Arena. First serve is good. Good return by Tiafoe. He wins the point. Good first serve. He's returned again on the feet of the Australian. Tiafoe is more aggressive now. They're trying to bully one another. Tiafoe is looking more the aggressor. He's standing closer to the baseline, and he wins the point. So it's a break. Are we about to witness that 5-2 syndrome? Good fight from Tiafoe to come back. They're in a backhand cross duel. Tiafoe changed direction. They're on the forehand side now. As he hits it long. Good first serve on the forehand. No, it's out. Sorry. Second serve. Hard second serve down the middle of the court. Inside out forehand from Tiafoe. He's looking to come forward. He's on the three-quarter court, and it's a winner inside out. First serve ace through the center, misses Fenter. Equaling Alex de Minaur's 6 aces. First serve in the net. Kick onto the forehand. De Minaur wanted to get around the ball. Again, inside in, forehand in the net. Seen that too many times in this match. I think he's struggling to get under the board. Tiafoe really likes to play with a lot of spin. First serve out wide is good. De Minaur's wrong-footed. Tiafoe goes hard again on the forehand side. And forehand in the net by the Australian. Game point to make it 5-4. He was 5-2 down. I think it's a let. First serve hard on the forehand is returned well in the corner on the backhand side. But Tiafoe could only steer his double hand backhand in the net. He was falling backwards the whole time. Good first serve, jamming De Minaur on the forehand side. Tiafoe's at the net. It looked like a weak volley. But it worked out. The lob was out. Good first serve down the middle. Tiafoe holds. It's 5-4. Well. A bit of a comeback. If he can break the Australian for a second time in a row, we might see something that I've been predicting, 4-5 sets between these two players. The first time I'm starting to see Tiafoe take charge in his last two games, so being under pressure might be working in his favor. But it's not a way to win. I just see that he's more on the front foot now. He's more aggressive, moving forward. I wasn't seeing that in the first 1.5 sets. And the spotlight is now on the American. That was an impressive 2 games that he just played. So between Alexander Zverev and Cameron Norrie, it's 7-5. First set for Zverev and 2-all in the second set. Minaur hits a forehand winner down the line as he approaches the net. It was a good first serve. It was returned short on his forehand side. And the rest is history. Second serve, kick onto the backhand, return hard in the middle of the court, slice short. Tiafoe was going forward and he moved away back to the baseline. They're both on the advantage side of the court. Oh, good shot from Tiafoe, a little bit more power perhaps. Minaur was leaning backwards on the double hand backhand, hitting it in the net. Great first serve. Tiafoe could only get the end of his racket, but it wasn't good enough. 30-15. Good first serve. Inside in forehand winner for the Aussie. He's got 2 set points. Where's he going to go? Slice out wide. Hard down the middle of the court. Return in the net. 6-4. Second set. There's a bit of an anticlimax to the end of that second set. I thought Tiafoe, who took charge of the third and second last games of that second set, would continue, but didn't happen. Minaur bullied Tiafoe in that final game and rightfully clinched that second set. So 2-0. Oh man. Not looking good for the American. Can't see him coming back now. So Nori is 3-2 up now in the second set. With Svitolina. Is that game come to an end? Complete the game. Muchova from Czech Republic beat Lynette from Poland 6-1, 6-1. There's a bit of a hiding there. I think this is also impressive as Jovic beat Paolini in straight sets, 6-2, 7-6. And Americans really, wow, 18 years old if I'm correct. Playing really well. Yeah, so Svitolina has defeated Schneider 7-6, 6-3. So the number 12 seed from the Ukraine goes through to the fourth round. I think Goff also had a bit of a nail biter, losing that first set earlier on in the day. Good comeback, winning 6-love, 6-3 against the fellow American. Back at the Rod Laver Arena, Tiafoe misses his first serve. Kick on the backhand, returned inside out. Minaur goes hard on the forehand side, changes direction. They're in the backhand side. Tiafoe changes direction, forehands cross. Approach shot from Minaur, so smart again. Shot selection and timing was excellent to move forward. Surprise attack. Tiafoe with a single hand backhand could only steer it in the net. But just in case it was going to go over the net, he was there for the volley. Second serve for Tiafoe. Alex de Minaur moves forward for that second serve. Inside in forehand from Tiafoe. He's controlling it. What a winner. Forehand down the line. No celebration after that forehand. Incredible power and precision. Whoa, right in the corner, a few inches away from the inner tram line, the baseline. 153 kilometer per hour winner. I've got to learn my conversion rates into miles per hour. I don't know what that would be. Is it even possible to convert quickly in one's head? Maybe mathematicians can do that. Second serve return from de Minaur was safe in the middle of the court, but Tiafoe is starting to find the width. Drop shot. No. They're in a backhand cross duel. Oh, what angle. Stunning winner from the Aussie. It looked like de Minaur was going to play a drop shot, but it was a slice forehand. It kept Tiafoe back, and they just stayed on the backhand side with one another. Tiafoe took the initiative to try to pull de Minaur out of the court, but de Minaur had a better response, finding even better angle cross court with that backhand. So 15-30. Tiafoe's at the net, and he lets it go by. 40-15. 15-40 rather. He was just sitting there for the backhand volley. Just looking through that replay again, it looked like he was hitting with lots of topspin. Yeah, and it just dipped in, but wow. Man, that's a good 30 centimeters inside the court. Good first serve, hard onto the backhand, return deep on the feet of Tiafoe. They're on the backhand side again, slice cross court by the Australian. He's under pressure. Tiafoe is hitting much harder. Oh my word! How did Minaur do that? Let me just try to gather my thoughts. He was under pressure, the Aussie, and he just sliding double open stance, double hand backhand, just steered it down the line for a winner. Oh my word. So nice to see. Love watching great tennis at this level. The level's definitely gone up now. So now I'm starting to see the hard-hitting tennis from Tiafoe. I wonder if it's too late. I feel like he's been giving maybe 75, 80% effort. Now he's 95%. I think he can still hit harder, especially on that forehand side. That would be incredible if he could come back and win the next 3 sets. Most unlikely in my mind. Kick serve onto the backhand is approached. Tiafoe's at the net, and oh, what a winner by Minaur. Passing shot, forehand cross court. Nice surprise attack by Tiafoe. Took that second serve nice and early with the double hand backhand. Oh, wow. So the Australian is just overpowering the American right now. Good first serve down the tee. Minaur goes hard on the forehand of Tiafoe and wins the point. Tiafoe wins the point. He was under pressure the whole time, and now it was his turn to try the passing shot as Minaur was coming forward to the net. The Australian did get a racket to the ball, but it didn't go over the net. Good first serve, hard on the forehand, his return on the feet. Minaur is falling backwards. Unforced error from Tiafoe. First serve. Ball toss, retake. Slice out wide. Is chipped back in the court. Minaur moves to the net. It's another moon ball. He lets it bounce on the service line, and it's a smash winner. So Tiafoe he changed his game. The last 2 games he's far more aggressive, but the Aussie is just matching it. Well, if you can hit that hard, well, I'll hit the harder, or I'll stay on this level. And been wonderful tennis to watch. But the Aussie is able to match what Tiafoe is throwing onto his side of the court. Kick serve into the bodies, return short. Tiafoe goes cross court with the backhand. Inside out forehand from Minaur. Changes direction now, he goes down the line. Tiafoe's under pressure, but he wins a point. Minaur steers his forehand out. Slow first serve, looked like a second serve slice in the net. Slice in the body on the backhand side. And double hand backhand error from Tiafoe. Slice out wide is returned out by the Australian. Kick serve onto the forehand is returned inside out by the Australian. Oh, inside in forehand in the net again from Tiafoe. $30 all. First serve in, out wide, is returned on the feet of the American. That's unusual. Double hand backhand, unforced error from the Aussie. First serve let. Good first serve on the backhand. Return short. Tiafoe slices his backhand down the line, but it goes out. Wasn't the best footwork, I would say. Last second, he almost had to lunge to the slice. Lunge forward, rather. Good first serve is not returned back. So another game point opportunity. Advantage to the American. I don't know what's happened, but Tiafoe is now talking to the chair umpire who's got a phone to her ear. I don't know if something's happened in the crowd, perhaps. Yeah, something's happened to a spectator, I think. Everyone's turned their heads and I hope it's not serious, obviously. But while this is going on, the players are stranded on their side of the court. They're just walking around. Can't say what's happened. So I don't know if play has just been suspended now. Minaur is now complaining. Body language is saying that, yeah, it's not great. They're still on court. They're standing behind the baseline. Well, Tiafoe was just drying his face with his towel. Champire's got the phone on her ear, on the side of her face, rather. That's really old technology, just thinking about that. Phone with a cable attached to it. Here's a random question for you guys watching. Who grew up with a rotary phone? I did. If there are any young people watching, what's a rotary phone? Pretty sure you can just Google it. So both players now are at the net. Just checking the temperatures now. Slightly cloudy. It's nighttime now, 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Tiafoe looks like he's just warming up his serves now, or just serving gently, or trying to exert himself in any way. But obviously wants to stay warm. And from both players' body language, I'd say that Minaur was more frustrated with what's going on right now, even though Tiafoe has a game point opportunity on his serve. So there are no scenes. The camera is obviously not zooming in any way, I think, in respect to what's happening to one of these spectators. Pretty sure the paramedics were there to sort out the situation the best they could. Let's have a look at what's going on in the other matches while this is going on. Bublik and Echeverry on court, warming up. Margaret Court Arena. Really happy for Andrei Bublik how his career has changed. He's more serious, more professional now. So they're starting again. First serve is in on the backhand side. Oh, it's a let. Slice down the middle is returned short. Forehand winner cross court. It's 2-1. Norrie has taken the second set against Alexander Zverev, so it's 1-set all. Minaur just selecting his balls. Both players have switched sides. First serve is a let. Slide side wide is returned hard on the forehand side of de Minaur, who approaches the net. Tiafoe hits a moon ball out of the court. 15-love. First serve in on the backhand is returned short. Inside out forehand winner for de Minaur. 30-love. Second serve, kick into the bodies, return on the feet of the Australian. Tiafoe was under pressure, but now in a backhand cross duel. It's hitting hard. De Minaur changes direction. And unforced error from Tiafoe. 40-love. Second serve for de Minaur. Good return cross court. Sliced down the line by the Australian. They're in a forehand cross duel. Tiafoe changes direction now down the line. They're both standing in the middle of the court. Oh, great forehand from the Aussie to wrap up the fourth game. So just showing the replay of how Nori won the second set against the number 3 seed. Good first serve. Down the tee is returned in the net. 15 love. Another first serve is in. Defensive return back. They're in a backhand cross duel. Slice cross court from Minaur. Tiafoe changed direction, but Minaur wants to stay on the backhand side and hits an unforced error. 30 love. First serve is out. Minaur opts to stand back now for the second serve. Kick on the backhand. It's returned on the forehand side of Tiafoe. Goes down the line. Once again on that backhand side. And Minaur another unforced error. 40 love. So better game now. Service game for the American. Getting more first serves in. Let's see if he can do it again. And it's good. Oh, wild forehand from Minaur. 3-2. I don't know if Tiafoe has it in him. Minaur already has the break that he needs, and if he just holds his serve right to the end of the set, it'll be a straight set win. 3 sets for the number 6 seed. Yeah, the Aussie just very consistent, very solid. As soon as Tiafoe tried to hit with more power, Minaur's response was, I can do the same. So far in the third set, Tiafoe has hit more unforced errors with the backhand. I did initially predict 4 sets in the favor of the Aussie. Minaur, first serve hard into the backhand side, is returned well on the feet of the Frenchman, and double hand backhand in the net by Tiafoe. He shows his frustration now. I think the Aussie will take every opportunity to keep going on that backhand side if Tiafoe keeps hitting these errors. As he does, he's still there. There was a second serve kick on the backhand side. Minaur goes in the middle now. Hard on the forehand, and that's out from Tiafoe. $30 love. Second serve. It's probably going to go on the backhand. Yeah. Inside out return. Tiafoe slices cross-court. Slice cross-court back from the Aussie. Backhand cross duel right now. As both players are finding incredible depth. Tiafoe double-hand backhand. Unforced error. Makes it 40 love. But there were 4 or 5 shots in a row that were so close to the baseline. Hit with extreme power. They were standing in the middle of the court with one another at that point. Behind the baseline, obviously, in the middle of the court. First serve was good. Good return from Tiafoe. He tries to go for the winner. 4-2 in the third set. Just looks quite obvious now where this match is heading. Maybe a little bit one-dimensional from the American. Inconsistent as well. There's a set where his forehand's really bad. Now his backhands are letting him down. He's got to change something up. Haven't seen a serve and volley yet. Good first serve out wide is returned in the net. $15 love. Pressure's on the Aussie. He's defending well. Oh, doesn't look comfortable at all. Tiafoe's at the net. Backhand volley straight to backhand smash. It's a forehand winner down the line by Minaur. Well, Tiafoe was really in control. But as soon as he got to the net, it just looked like he had 2 left feet. Just didn't know where to move. And in the end, wrong-footed. Well, that's a very slow first serve in the net. They're in a forehand cross duel now. Minaur changes it up. Minaur's at the net. Backhand volley drop shot. It was too deep. And now Tiafoe gets the winner as he raises his arm in the air to show that he's not giving up just yet. Yeah, the drop shot was just too high, too deep. He was definitely attempting to play a drop shot, but it landed on the service line. First serve down the middle was good. Return was a bit short. Tiafoe opted to stand back. Unforced error from the Aussie. 40-15. Interesting stats. They were just showing how, in percentage, how many returns has Minaur made, and it's just been improving. He's on 87% right now in this third set. In the first set, he was around, was it 74%? So it's just been getting better and better. Kick onto the backhand. Return on the feet of Tiafoe, who's finding good depth. Forehand drive, volley winner, and it's 4-3. I would like to see Tiafoe come to the net more often. Doesn't matter if Minaur is going to be hitting these high moon balls. His smashes are good enough. I think Minaur has also got such great vision because he's done it so many times now. He almost third eye anticipation. He knows when Tiafoe is coming forward or not. If he stays back, then he chips his forehand through the middle of the court, knowing that he's got time to recover, come back. But the intention of moving forward to the net means I want to win the point. You're being aggressive, offensive. I want to see that. I haven't seen it enough from Tiafoe. As the Aussie hits a very good first serve down the middle, Tiafoe's under pressure. Inside in forehand from the Aussie, and the forehand's played out by the American. I feel Minaur's moved from the advantage side. It's 15 love now. He's moved further away from the middle. Kicks it out wide. Good, aggressive return. Cross court, but now Tiafoe's just slow down the pace. He has wrong-footed Minaur for a backhand winner. So excellent play. Here we go. A little bit different. Oh, right on the line. Wrong foot to Minaur very nicely. Good first serve on the backhand. Return deep on the forehand side of the Australian, who's in a defense mode, running around the court, hits his forehand out. So 15-30 now. It's all very promising for the American, but I'm pretty sure Minaur is going to find a way to get out of this. I think there's an interference here. The chair umpire is busy talking. Minaur was in his motion. He released the ball for the ball toss, and the chair umpire had to make the announcement. Keep quiet. Come on. First serve is in. It's a short return. They're on the back inside. Minaur is under pressure, but he's just soaked it up. Now they're in a neutral position in forehand's cross court. One's not overpowering the other. Minaur changes direction, goes back to the backhand side. He goes down the line now with his backhand. And Tiafoe hit his forehand out. How often have we seen this? As soon as the rallies get past 12, 13, 14 shots, I'd love to see the stat, honestly, because I think it's close to 90% of those points are won by Alex de Minaur. And he's just happy to grind, even if he has to do a couple of sprints. Belief in himself is great. So, forehand unforced errors. This match is 18 for Tiafoe, 7 for the Australian. As he gets wrong-footed, Tiafoe wins the point. It was a good return from Tiafoe, and then he went back hard onto the forehand side. Minaur couldn't control his forehand. So, break point. Kick into the backhand. It's hit hard onto the backhand side of the Aussie, who slices across court now. Inside out forehand from Tiafoe. And Minaur hits it long. There's the break. The roar comes from Tiafoe. What a turn of events. Might still see a 4-setter or a 5-setter. Good first serve out wide. Oh no, sorry, the serve is out. So too was the return. Kick onto the forehand side. It's hit hard cross-court by Minaur. Feel both players are finding more height over the net, and Tiafoe unforced error again on the forehand side. Again, first serve is long. Kick serve onto the forehand, inside out return. They're on the advantage court. Tiafoe double hand backhand in the net. He looked off balance, falling over to the left side. Oh gosh, he just worked so hard to win the 8th game, make it 4-all. Whew. A lot of self-talk, mumbling going on by the Aussie. Again, first serve missed. They're in a forehand cross-court duel now. Minaur changed direction. High tops on forehand cross-court. They're on the backhand side. Back to the forehands. Minaur hits the top of the net. So there was a longer rally that Tiafoe has won. $15.30. First serve is out again. Minaur does want to play safe. He's standing back. Kick serve on the backhand side is returned cross-court. Slice down the line now from the Aussie. And Tiafoe hits his forehand cross-court out. I think that's the 20th unforced error. And 2 break points. Good first serve now. Zen down the tee. $30.40. It's going to need another one of those. 208 kilometers per hour. And it's in on the forehand side. It's returned short. Tiafoe's at the net. And he wins the point. Deuce. What a difference it makes. Just getting that first serve in. First serve in the net. Second serve. Kick on the backhand is short. They're both playing safe now. Tiafoe maybe finding a little more depth. They're in a forehand cross duel. A couple of shots ago, de Minaur had an opportunity to attack. Whoa! Now Tiafoe is turning up the heat and is rewarded. Advantage. That was a BMT point. Again. That was a long rally and Tiafoe won it. Oh, the table's turning. It's interesting. The service clock is finished and Tiafoe could still take his first serve. Sometimes I think that chair umpire is a little bit lenient. I mean, that was a long rally. They needed a few more seconds to catch their breath. As Tiafoe is trying to hit hard on the backhand side, but another sprint left and right. And de Minaur hits his forehand in the net. It's 5-4 for the American. What a turn of events here. Oh my. Okay, so Tiafoe turning on the heat, winning a few long pressure point rallies. That has now given him an opportunity to win that second set. He still has to get through de Minaur's service game. That was far more impressive from Tiafoe. Just has to continue now. Find more consistency. De Minaur to serve, to stay in the third set. Good first serve out wide is returned, even better cross court for a winner. Now the first serve is in. It's returned short. De Minaur is going aggressive. Oh, what an inside-out forehand winner by the Aussie. Got some really good width on that, and he had to put pressure on the American. He was completely out of the court on his backhand side. He opted to run around his backhand and hit the forehand. They're in a forehand cross-court duel now. De Minaur misses the passing, the forehand down the line. First serve in the net. And Tiafoe hits his backhand return in the net. It was looking like he was going to approach off the return, or with the return. I think the serve just jammed Tiafoe a little bit on that in the body on the backhand side. First serve in, return is out. 5-all. Hold of service for the Aussie. Tiafoe has to continue getting those first serves in. As he does, the return does not go over the net. 15-love. First serve down the middle is in. Good return on the feet of Tiafoe, who's trying to move De Minaur around. They're both playing slices cross-court. De Minaur changes direction. This is some hard-hitting tennis right now. Oh my goodness. These guys are going to be tied. Oh, and Tiafoe slips. It's a winner forehand cross-court by De Minaur. Probably the best rally of the match. Gosh. I'd have to practice horse racing commentary to express every shot there, but that was just phenomenal tennis. Hard hitting, flat balls. Yeah, his balance wasn't great from the American, as he was almost falling as he was trying to slide out on the forehand side. Third serve in the net. De Minaur's been doing very well off the second serve as he goes hard on the feet of Tiafoe, pushing him further back in the court. And he hits his double hand backhand out, the American. 15-30 now. He's got to get those first serves in, even if he slows it down. Especially on the advantage side when he's swinging that first serve down the middle of the court with lots of slice. It's been very effective. He's got more time to adjust his footwork, use his forehand. De Minaur hasn't been able to put enough pressure on that type of serve with his return. They're in a forehand cross duel, and Tiafoe smashes forehand out. Oh man. as he spits out his t-shirt from his mouth. Oh man, break points in favor of the Aussie. First serve in the net. Minaur comes a little bit closer. He's standing very close to the baseline. He's inside the court. He returns it down the middle. Tiafoe chips his backhand cross court. Slice just to change it up from the Aussie. Tiafoe changed direction. They're on the forehand cross side now. Tiafoe tries to change direction. It's still in. They're on the backhand side. Oh, Tiafoe goes for power. He gets it. A change of power, perhaps. Double hand backhand. 21 shot rally. The double hand backhand on the backhand side of the Aussie. Was hard or was well placed, forcing Minaur to slide, but he just couldn't control his backhand in the court. So for this third set, the average rally length is 6.5 shots. Quite high for men's tennis. Good, first serve is in. Tiafoe approaches to the net. There's a lob, and it's out. Deuce. I agree, Roberto. Make it far more interesting. Is not giving up. But he missed that first serve again. He attempted to go out wide from the deuce side. Second serve, hard on the forehand, is returned very well. Minaur he won the point. That's an unforced error again, double hand backhand. He had an opportunity, the Australian, to come forward. But after he hit his forehand more or less down the line to Tiafoe's backhand, he stepped back and worked in his favor as the American just steered his double hand backhand out. Third breakpoint opportunity. Let's see if the Australian can convert. Misses his first serve again. Oh, standing so close to the baseline now. Alex de Minaur. They're in a rally. Backhand slices cross court. And de Minaur hits an unforced error. So, Juicy Lucy, number 2. It's a long service game, creeping close to 7 minutes now. First serve is in on the backhand side, return short. Tiafoe was on the service line, he decided to go back. Now de Minaur is attacking, and he wins the point. A huge double hand backhand cross court. Tiafoe, why was he moving back, man? Oh. Yeah. I mean, honestly, when you see your opponent retreating in an offensive position, then you attack. Doesn't want to move forward, doesn't want to get to the net. Tiafoe hits his first serve in, return is out. Back to deuce. I think the coach was gesturing something technical to Tiafoe. It looked like a ball toss. Very interesting. First serve wide is in. It's a let? Or what happened now? Tiafoe is really upset and talking to the chair umpire. Okay, he turns around now. He's drying off his face. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. So I can easily lip read. No. It was a really good serve out wide. I don't know what happened. Minaur returned it back short, and then the play was interrupted, as he's being interrupted once again during his first serve routine. First serve out wide is in. Return is deep on the forehand side of the American. It's inside out forehand cross court. They're on the backhand side once again. Tiafoe changes, goes down the line. They're in the middle of the court. Tiafoe forehand in the net. Oh my word. Tiafoe is surviving these pressure points, but for how much longer? As you said, Roberto, it's nice to see this fighting spirit. But he can't keep doing this. First serve in. On the backhand side, it's short. Tiafoe's on the service line, and he squanders his forehand. How on earth did he miss that? I should be saying deuce right now, but the Aussie's got the break. Oh, man. Loss of concentration. It was an excellent serve out wide. Minaur on the stretch. Single hand backhand just chipped it in the court. But no excuses. He had enough time. The American had enough time to run around the backhand. And he was on the service line. On the service line and the inner tram line. He just smashed his inside out forehand really far out wide. Oh. A little bit disappointing now. Well, it would be amazing if Tiafoe could come back. But I'm expecting Minaur to wrap the set and match up with his service game. That was a crazy game. It was very long. Was Francis Tiafoe feeling tired at the end? I don't know. Alex de Minaur serving for the match. First serve is in. Oh, no, correction, it was out. And the kick serve is out, so a double fault. First serve let. Good first serve onto the backhand. Almost hit the umpire's chair with the return. First serve in was another let. Let. Good first serve out wide. It was slower, so well placed. It's an ace. 30-15. Feels inevitable now where this match is heading. See if we can get another first serve in. No, in the net. Tiafoe has to be brave now. Got to put the pressure on. Kick serve onto the backhand. Return hard. Cross court. But de Minaur gets it back. He's defending. Slices coming from de Minaur, who's happy to stay on the backhand side. No one's switching. Now de Minaur tried to, but he hits an error, so misses the baseline with the double hand backhand. 30-all. Good first serve, jamming Francis in his body. It's a match point. First serve is in the net. Go big or go home, Tiafoe. Second serve, kick is on the backhand, return cross court. Tiafoe goes inside in with a forehand. De Minaur is chasing it. It's a double hand backhand winner for Tiafoe. It's not over yet. Deuce. First serve is in on the backhand, returned well on the forehand side. Tiafoe is coming forward. He's at the net. Half volley in the net. Second match point opportunity for de Minaur. I wanted to see Tiafoe come to the net more often, and he was more on the front foot on that point, but exceptional defense from the Aussie. Match point. Serve out wide is out. Kick into the bodies, returned cross court by Tiafoe. And double hand backhand, unforced error by de Minaur. Nail biting stuff, guys. First serve. Hard on the backhand, returned well. Backhand slice cross court from de Minaur. Tiafoe changed direction. They're on the forehand side now. De Minaur hits his forehand in the net. Break point opportunity to take it to a tie break. Well. Fighting spirit from Tiafoe lives on. A couple of unforced errors creeping in now from the Aussie. Good first serve onto the backhand return, well on the feet of Alex de Minaur as he goes down the line. Unforced error now by Tiafoe. Deuce. First serve ace through the middle. He has another match point. Good first serve out wide. De Minaur is at the net. Tiafoe hits it long. It's over. 7-5 in the third set. I'm a little disappointed, I guess, with Tiafoe. I felt that he started too late in being aggressive, hitting the ball harder. Almost, it was waiting. He waited 2 sets almost to get started. In these big games, you can't wait. You got to get started straight away. De Minaur, let's give him all the praise. What a fighter. All the sprints around the court, the clever play, tactics worked. (6-3, 6-4, 7-5, guys. Straight sets win for the number 6 seed. Mentally strong, physically strong. Maybe found a little inconsistency at the end, the Aussie. But possibly the moment was also too big for Tiafoe. I fear that the American's game is too one-dimensional. I haven't seen a lot of him, but what I have heard is that he was improving on his stamina, endurance. He lost a bit of weight as well. I'd love to see the stats as well on the serves. I thought his first serves were too low, the percentage of first serves going in. But the spectators are standing, all clapping for Tiafoe. So this match is coming to an end. Join me for the next, if you can, obviously, wherever you are in the world. Join me for the next match. It's a women's singles third round between Elena Gabriela Rusev from Romania and Mira Andreeva. That should be a good matchup. These players have never met before, so it'll be the first time for them on hard court. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you've come this far and you've enjoyed what you've seen and you found it exciting, informative, then smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we'll be seeing each other more often. All right, guys. See you soon.